Yo, what's up, people? What's up? This is Tiario, and I am back, y'all, with another video and also another eye-opening message. And in this message, I want to talk to you people about something serious, okay? In this message, I want to talk to you people about stop running from who you are. I'm going to repeat that. Stop running from who you are. Yep. One more time. Stop running from who you are. Tiario, what do you mean by that? I'm so glad you asked. The majority of you people, man, you people are running. You people are running from who you are. Oh yeah, you're running. You're running, man. You are running from who you are. You know who you are. I'm talking about the real you. Okay, I'm not talking about that fake you that you put on in front of people. I'm not talking about that fake you that you put on when you log into your little Facebook accounts and YouTube accounts and all of that crap. I'm not talking about that, because that's not even the real you. I ain't talking about none of that stuff. I'm not even talking about the person that you people be in front of your fake friends and in front of your fake family members and in front of your silly kids. I ain't even talking about that, because your children don't even know the real you. Your husband don't even know the real you. Your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife don't even know the real you. That's right. Your pastor and your church, your pagan church members, they don't even know the real you. You know the real you. And that's the you that I'm talking about in this message. Stop running from who you are. Okay? Because let me tell you something. The more you run and the more you hide the real you, and the more you keep running and keep running and keep running, you are going to run yourself into a dead end. Because you can't run from who you are. And I'm going to use someone in the Bible as the perfect example. Jonah. Okay? Jonah. Because people get the story twisted with Jonah. We all know Jonah, the brother who was running from God. When he disobeyed God and he was supposed to go to one place and then he went and did his own thing. We all know the story of Jonah. We have heard it a dozen times. But let me open up your eyes a little more to Jonah. Jonah was not only running from God, and he was not only running from God's purpose in his life, but you know what? Jonah was also running from who he was. That's right. Jonah was running from the real him. Oh, yes, he was. Yes, he was. Jonah was also running from who he really was as a person. You want to know why? Because here it is. Jonah was chosen by God, and he knew that. He knew he was chosen by God. He knew he was chosen to follow God, just like the majority of you. He knew what God wanted him to do. Okay? He knew he had a purpose on his life. Jonah knew it was something about him that made him different from other people. So what did he decide to do, Tiario? Jonah started running from who he really was. That's why God was angry with him. We already know that he disobeyed God and all of that. Of course, we know that. But also, Jonah was also running from the real him. Just like a lot of you people are doing right now. You are running from the real you. And what's the real you? Here it is. This is the real you. I'm going to keep it real, man. The real you is right here. A lot of you people, man, you don't really want to be bothered with your children. You're tired of your wife, tired of your husband, tired of your boyfriend, tired of your girlfriend, tired of family members, just tired. Tired of all the fakeness that's around you. And you run from the real you. Instead of you just being open with all of that stuff and just being honest with your life, you run from who you are. And this is what you do. You try to cover it up. That's what you people do. You try to cover it up. And you can't cover it up, because when you cover it up, it only makes you more depressed. And it makes you more miserable, man. And you folks will run from who you really are. This is the truth, man. You want more examples? Here it is. People will literally get involved in relationships knowing that they can't handle that stuff. Oh man, I'm saying it because it's the truth, man. People will literally get involved in relationships knowing they don't have the right mind for that. Because in order for you to be in like real stable relationships and all of that, you have to really, really have a great mind for that. Meaning you got to really stay in character. Meaning you can't be nagging a man and you can't be nagging a woman and you can't be stalking a man and you can't be thinking he's cheating. You can't be thinking all of this negative stuff, right? So here it is. People will already know, women will already know. And I'm going to say men and women, they will already know that they can't handle that stuff. And they'll get in it anyway. That's running from who you are. Because the real you don't have time for all of that. So this is what you do. You'll know the real you don't have time for all of that. And you'll get involved in it anyway. And next thing you know, you're angry, you're frustrated. And this is why you and your man or you and your woman are having so many arguments in the house. This is why. Because you ran from the real you and you try to run to that relationship. See, the real you don't got time for none of that, but you tampering with it anyway. That's called running from who you are. And people, y'all, all over the earth are doing this stuff, man. Seriously, preachers are doing it today. Preachers know dog good and well they don't have time to be dealing with 10,000 members in the church. And yet they'll still build them mega buildings, knowing they don't have time for that stuff, man. Running from who they are. Running from the real them. Running from the real them, man. Instead of just being honest and saying, man, I ain't got time to be dealing with all that. They'll tamper with it anyway. That's right. They'll tamper with it anyway. And that's called running from who you are. Folk, I see this all of the time, man. People running from who they really, really is, man. Seriously, man. Folk be running from who they are in God. People already be knowing they gotta probably just go check their family members and tell them off and tell them the truth. Folk be a lot of you folk, you already know you gotta take all them stupid toys away from your kids and get on your kids' butt. You already know you gotta stop letting your children get over on you. But yet you won't even put your foot down in your own home. That's called running from who you are. That's right. That's right, man. That's right. That's right, man. This is the truth. You know, you folk gotta stop running, man. Jonah was a man not only disobeying God, but Jonah was running from who he was because of the simple fact Jonah knew that he was chosen to walk with God. So he was running from the real him. Just like you folks are doing, running from the real you. Running from the real you, trying to fit in the clique. Trying to fit in the clique and trying to be down with people. That's right, man. A lot of our brothers out there be trying to be hard in the streets. Trying to be hard, knowing you're a nerd. Knowing you're a nerd and be trying to be in gangs. Knowing you smart. I have literally seen this, man. I'm telling y'all what's real. I have literally seen dudes in school making straight A's and dudes that be trying to be in gangs. That's called running from who you are. If you're a nerd, stay a nerd, brother. You do not need to be walking around with your pants sagging. You do not need to be getting in no gangs. You do not need any girlfriends in your life. You don't need none of that. And yet I will literally see dudes who will be brain surgeons and nerds trying to smoke weed, trying to be down, trying to fit in the clique. That's called running from who you are. That's what that's called, man. And also girls even be doing this stuff. Girls will literally be trying to fit in and live the fast life. Oh man, I'm saying it. Girls will already, be smart, be decent girls. And what they'll do, they'll run from who they really are and start going out there having sex. Trying to live fast, getting boyfriends, inviting boys to the house, or cutting school, sneaking by boys' houses, already knowing that she don't really fit in with the very boy she's dating and having sex with. But she'll still do it. That's called running from who you are. That's what that's called, man. Trying to be down, trying to fit in the cliques. Half of the people, y'all, who are in gangs and all of that stuff, they are basically running from who they really are. They're running. They're running, man. That's all they're doing. And also, even church folks are running. Church folks are really running from the real them. Come on, y'all. Let's just keep it real. The real them don't want to be sitting in no building like that. So just be honest with yourself. Some of you folks be wanting to just stay home, and cook you a nice meal, enjoy your life and chill out. And yet you will still literally burn your gas money, go to church, waste time and sit up in there all freaking day trying to find you a parking space when in reality you could have stayed home for all of that. So why are you steady fooling with all that stuff? Because you're running from the real you. You're running from who you are. And y'all people are literally running. They all over the place. They running, man. It's the truth. Here it is. Don't you know that certain people, have dreams and all kinds of things that's sitting in their heart, and they'll run to college. Like college is going to solve the problem. They will literally run to college like college is going to solve the problem, but yet they don't really want to be in college. They really want to be a movie actor or a movie actress, or they want to be some, producer, or whatever the case may be, or they want to be a book author, something like that. And yet they'll run to college and hide who they really, really are and what they really want to be. That's called running from the real you. People do it all the time. I will use Kanye West as the perfect example. Kanye West said he was in college and he was running from the real him because he really wanted to do music, and he was running from the real him. So that's why he dropped out of college, because he got tired of running. And that's what you folks be doing, running. You folk are literally run to a job, but you really don't want to be there. You really want to be doing something else with your life, but you'll run to a job thinking that's going to cover it up. You'll run to a job, you'll run to a marriage, you'll run to relationships, you'll have a few babies, and that still don't cover it up. You got to stop running from who you are, okay? Stop the running. This is the truth, man. And then it's so sad because when you people see other people being what they really wanted to be, you'll get jealous of them. Why are you getting jealous of them, okay, when you could have been the same thing? The only problem was with you was the fact that you started running and they didn't. That's all. That's it. And see, people hate me, y'all, because I'm not running from the real me. I'm not. I don't have time for a lot of stuff. And that's why I don't live the lie. I don't live the lie. I don't have time for nagging wives, man. I don't have time for that. I'm Tiario. I'm too busy for God. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to be in a relationship with a woman and she's just thinking all of this negative stuff about me. I don't even have time for that. If you're going to be thinking negative stuff about me, get the hell out my face. Why are you with me? You see, that's how I am. I don't run from the real me. I don't have time to be hanging around nobodies. You see, now I'm using myself as the example to help and reach you. I don't have time to be hanging around nobodies. That's why I don't hang with folk now, because they ain't doing nothing with their lives. I don't have time for that. I'm telling y'all the truth, man. I don't have time to be hanging around internet gossipers, folks who just run their mouth all the time, but they don't do nothing about it. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for folk who sit around and it take them 20 freaking years just to get God in their life. I don't have time for that. I'm the kind of brother, I move fast. That's right. Once God show me something, I roll with the truth and I keep it moving. That's right. I'm not like the majority of you people. It take y'all too long to get God. And by the time y'all get God, it's like your life be finished already. You be on your deathbed talking about you just got the Lord in your life and you about to die. A lot of you people, it take y'all too long to get God and come into the truth, man. I'm just going to keep it real. And me, I'm just being honest. I don't have time for none of that stuff. And this is why I don't waste time, because I don't have time to waste. Life is too short to be wasting time. Life is too short to be doing the same old, man. Life is too short to be talking to nobodies. That's right, man. If you, and this is the kind of person I am. If you ain't following God's plan for your life, and if you ain't doing nothing with your life, don't even waste your time trying to get cool with me. I don't get cool with people like that, because that's not of God. I don't have time to be cool with folks who ain't doing nothing with their lives, sitting around talking all this stuff about how they love Jesus, but when you check their track record, they ain't doing nothing for Jesus. Ain't doing nothing. Don't waste my time. I don't have time for it. I don't never want to be your friend. That's right. The only kind of people that I want to associate with and be cool with is people who are doing something with their lives, making a change in the earth. Other than that, I don't want to be cool with you. You see, that's me. I don't run from the real me. I don't run from who I really am. But see, you people, you run. You run. A lot of you people, and I'm going to keep it real with you. A lot of you people, you're just like me, but you can't walk in it. You run. You run from the real you. You run. You people be settling for too much crap, man. And that's called running from the real you. That's right. Ladies, if you don't have time to be dealing with these stupid men, don't deal with them. Brothers, if you don't have time to be dealing with these stupid women, don't deal with them. You don't need her, man. She ain't nobody. When are you going to get it, brother? She ain't Christ. Okay? You don't need her, brother. Come on, man. Let's keep it real. And you can't tell me you need her for sex. Come on, bro. 10-minute sex? For that misery and pain? She can keep it. That's the truth. And you women be settling for these sorry men just for some sex, woman? Just for a few minutes of sex from that sorry brother? He can keep it. You see, this is the truth. But you folks run from who you really are and y'all settle for crap and you live the lie. And that's sad, man. That's sad. You know, and I'm just doing this message, man, because this is to help you people stop running from who you are. You know, stop running from who you are, man. You got to stop because it's getting you nowhere. It's only making you more miserable and more depressed. Seriously, man, just be real with who you are. That's right, man. And if they don't accept it, they don't have to accept it. They can kiss your ass. And see, this is what I love about being me, because I don't have to put on the front for nobody. I don't have to, man. And this is what I love about being Tiario. I don't have to live the lie. I don't have to put on the front in front of nobody. I will tell you how I feel in a minute. And I don't care if you like it or not, because this is who I am. And if you don't like it, then you don't have to. Okay? Life ain't gonna stop because you don't like what I'm doing. Life ain't gonna stop because you don't agree with the things I say. Life don't stop. Life keeps moving forward. You see? So I don't have to run from the real me. I don't have to, man. The real me is what's helping everybody get set free around here. It's the real me. That's right. Now here it is, y'all. Imagine, just imagine. Imagine if I would hide the real me, like you folks are hiding the real you. Imagine that. God would not even be able to use me if I just ran from the real me. Imagine if I really ran from the real me. Imagine that. I wouldn't even be on YouTube right now because I'd be running. Do you see what I'm saying? Imagine if I would have really ran from the real me. Wouldn't be no YouTube videos. Wouldn't be none of that. Wouldn't be no music from me. Wouldn't be no truth from me. Wouldn't be no YouTube videos. It wouldn't be none of that from me. Why? Because Tiario is running. Now do you see what I'm showing you? See, this is why it's so important that you people stop running from the real you, because God want to use the real you to bless others. Do you see what I'm saying? See, this is what I loved about Jesus, because Jesus did not never run from the real him. If Jesus called you a devil, he called you a devil. If Jesus called you a hypocrite, he called you a hypocrite. If Jesus spoke the truth, he spoke the truth. If Jesus raised the sick, he raised the sick. Do you see what I'm saying? Jesus never ran from the real him. Even Peter never ran from the real him. We know that because Peter was cutting off folk ears, man. Peter was cutting off folk ears. Peter was cussing. Peter was like wilding. But he never ran from who he really was. And that's why Christ loved him so much. Because Peter was real in the kingdom of God. Peter wasn't no fake. Everybody who Jesus picked was real, man. Mary Magdalene was real. The Apostle Paul was real. Peter, Matthew, James, John, them brothers was real. They was not running from the real them. That's right. But that's right. And I'm doing this message, man, just to talk to you people and tell you people, stop running from the real you. Stop it, man. Because God want to use the real you to bless and free others. No matter how crazy it may look, don't matter. Oh yeah, it's going to look crazy because you got to understand the world is not ready for the real you. People you're around are not ready for the real you, but you still got to do it. You got to do it. You got to do it so God can bless you, man. That's right. So God can bless you. Because I'm using myself for the perfect example. I'm not running from the real me. And look, the real me changed your life. See, the real me freed you. The real me opened up your eyes to the truth. The real me blessed your life. You see? You see that? See? So imagine if I would have just hid the real me. You'll be all messed up. You see? And see, watch this. God wants to do the same thing through you. So with all of that being said, y'all.